In this video, I'm going to talk about how to use our databases to search for built environment topics. So I'm going to start from the Kennedy Library homepage, but instead of going to one search, which kind of aggregates many of our databases, but not all of them, including not some of the best architecture ones, so instead of there, I'm going to skip that and click on databases. And that opens up a list of 294 databases that Kennedy Library subscribes to. Think of them like streaming services. But we subscribe to 294. How do you know which ones are the best for your topic? Well, under subjects, you can scroll to your major or the area you want to research in. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to go to architecture, but there's also landscape and city and regional planning as well. Um, so I'm going to hit search, and then it's going to cut our databases down to the 10 that I, as architecture and environmental design librarian, recommend. And again, these are architectural, but there's a lot of overlap between some of the other built environment disciplines with some of these databases, although not total overlap. So I have my best bets at the top and then a few extra ones. And what's cool is that um, several of these can be searched together. So I'm going to start with the Avery Index to Architecture periodicals, and that's going to open up a new page in a software um, that we subscribe to. Um, and here it says I'm searching the Avery Index, but I want to add a couple other databases to my search. So what I do is I click on there. This isn't super intuitive. And then it shows this like over 40 other databases that I can search using this same tool. Again, not all these are included in one search. So I have already the Avery Index checked. I also want to include Art and Architecture Complete. Those are two will have some overlap, but there's some slight difference. Art and architecture will have more digital content. Avery will have more comprehensive and historical architectural content. Then I'm going to choose garden landscape and horticulture and green file as well to get some of the more landscape aspects in my search. So I'm going to choose those four databases, go down to select, and then I can see they're all listed here. Um, so I'm going to start by doing a search on adaptive reuse. And if I put quotes around the phrase, it will attach those two words as a phrase rather than searching them as separate keywords. For now, I'm just going to search in all fields um, and see what comes up. Okay, so I get 17,494 results, way too many to comb through. So there are various things I can do to narrow my search. For one, if I want instantaneous access, I could click full text. That's going to narrow it down significantly because a lot of those articles probably were in areas that we weren't subscribed to, content that we haven't already subscribed to, which we can still get to for free. And I'll get to that in a little bit. And some of them might be available, like historical ones might only be available in print. Um, what else? Instead of all time, I can go to like, let's say the past 5 years. I want to see projects or content on the past 5 years worth of adaptive reuse. Okay, now I'm down to 304. I can also go over to all filters, and that'll open up this panel on the right. And this gives me other options. It'll tell me how many within the databases that I chose, how many of my are showing my topic. Um, so if I want to zero in on one of those databases instead, I can also go to subject and see other aspects that I might want to try searching related to my topic. Um, Language, geography, these add some other filters based on the tags related to the articles. Okay, so I'm going to stick, I think, with what I have for now. And let's take a look at some of our options. So if I want to see how to actually, if I want to see a little bit more information on an article, I can click on the title. That'll have like the authors, some tags that are related to the article, which I can then search on these. Housing rehabilitation is an interesting one. Um, some of the author keywords, and then an abstract, so a summary of the article. Let me find an article that's a little bit more general. Okay. Let's see. This one looks kind of interesting to me. Okay, so there's access options, and this is what I want to see how I can actually get the article. In this case, there's a PDF that already that you can read and download, and just taking a second to load here. There it is. So you can see this is a scan of an article from 2023. And if I want to save this article, cite it, if I want to save it, I'm going to need to create an account with this EBSCO product that provides the search software. But what I can do is I can also just send it to myself. I can download it. Um, I can, if I need to cite it, I can use the cite option and choose the style that I need to cite in. Um, so that's how I would actually access an article. If I go back to the results, now if I take out the full text because I'm not getting enough, let's say I want adaptive reuse in California, just to narrow it down. Okay, so that gets me down to two articles by adding the geographic location. I still have my past 5 years, uh, but I don't have full text checked, which means that these are articles that I won't be able to access instantaneously if all it says is get it at Cal Poly here. It doesn't have like a options or PDF option or read online option. So this is an article that I would need to order somehow from, this was published in Metropolis, and this one was published in Dwell. So how do I get this article? Well, it may not have been digitized by the publisher. So if I want to hit get it at Cal Poly, that's going to take me into Kennedy Library software. And then the first thing I'm going to need to do is sign in to see what I can do. And I can tell I'm not signed in because it still says signed in here. So this is how I get behind the paywall for all the content that Kennedy Library pays for, something like $1.6 million. So trying to get to log in. Let's see. It's not allowing me. Let me try this again. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it was just loading kind of slow. Okay, now I'm logged in automatically, and it gives me this get it option, which means that I can order the article and we can get a scan of it to you in less than 24 hours, oftentimes a lot faster, unless it's a really obscure article, but in this case it's not, it's just from Dwell. So if I want to get that article, I would hit get it, it loads my email, and I would just click send, and I'll get an email when the article is ready for me to download. That just means that we don't have instant access to it, but we'll pay for access. It'll just take a little bit more time. So, and again, that was because I didn't check the full text filter in my adaptive reuse California search. So those are just some tips in narrowing down architecture or zeroing in on architecture and built environment based articles using our research databases from the list of the architecture databases that I have recommended. Again, you can also do landscape, CRP, and other areas. I hope you found that helpful, and good luck with your searching.